Hi, today I'm gonna be talking about plastics. Are they as bad as we have accepted them to be? Well, they are heat resistant and food safe and also durable. Also, we make a lot of them, like a lot, like 14.5 million tons in 2018. Most of them are recyclable. And so, what is the issue then? Well, when they end up in the ocean, that's when they make trash. We have amazing projects like the Interceptor, which works on the rivers and it's kind of like an escalator, which takes up all the trash and dumps it in itself, which can be reused further. We also have projects like the Ocean Cleanup, where there's a huge ring going around to clean the surface of the ocean. Well, then, if it's all cleaned up, is there a problem? What if you zoom in? You find micro waste. These floating particles are quite dangerous. They're made of two primary particles. One is microfibers, which often comes from our clothes when we wash them, and the fibers kinda seep into our sewage system, and fish nets for fishing, which are often abandoned and they become part of our marine life. Then we have microplastics, anything less than 25 mm. Some sources are when you transport the material, some of the particles run off. We have landfills, and there is leakage, which flows into our rivers, and also on the streets. The sewage only stops from the macro and not the micro waste flowing into the sewage system. Also, these microplastics turn into nurdles, which are eaten by the fish, and it's super scary, like this. And then we eat the fish and we become more recyclable. Just okay. So the microfibers mainly enter the ocean through the rivers. Thus, I focus on rivers and a concept where I use plastics to collect more plastics, which in turn help me make more collection units, forming a circular loop. My ideas were running wild while I was finding a concept that fit this system. I started experimenting with a net based system, and I also got inspired by the wind indicator, so I tried experimenting with that kind of form. That's when I stumbled upon a design which rotates and allows me to collect plastics out of the ocean. Something like that. And further, I developed a concept where I could use the stones on the shore to create a system where it would keep the shutter open while it's floating, and after it's full, it would release the floating device and the shutter would close to float back to the surface. After some discussion and research, I found out that some of the plastics sink while some of them float, and so there's quite nothing in the middle. This is why I changed my concept to something which has fins and could float, kind of like a troll. This led me to make something where it had a front frame to block all the extra obstacles in the path and collect the micro pieces while having a frame at the back and some fins on the side. This is my early render for the design I made. However, when I was thinking about anchoring it on the shore, it would almost float to the surface, which defeated the purpose. Or I could suspend it from the bridge, but I thought, what if I add a propeller to it? This could allow me to keep it in the river and power it by solar panels so that it could return when the battery is low. This is before the propeller, and this is after the propeller. It just stays in. Here's a simulation of microplastics in the rivers, and then my system coming in to collect it. And after you're done collecting it, you would open the front, put it out. Oh. Some of my final steps include connecting with organizations like Riverkeeper and Fire Gyres and Ocean Cleanup, and testing this out while getting some feedback. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely day.